Hey, thanks for checking out Nuts and Bolts with Tone, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to go over a tool haul that I recently got from multiple places. Matco, my good friends at Mayhew Tools, yeah, so let's get into it. So first, we didn't have a Matco dealer for like probably a year and a half, and I've had ratchets, so I've got this, I don't know, it's like 12 inches. 12-inch long ratchet, right? I've had this ratchet forever, and the mechanism here kept messing up, kept binding, and I've got these two other ratchets, and I have all this. They're all from Matco. This thing is like, I don't know, 18 inches long, and it was doing the same thing right here. And this one here is like, I don't know, 2 feet long or something like that. And this one was doing the same thing. So we finally got a Matco dealer, and about a month or so ago, and she came in and looked at all my ratchets and ordered all new mechanisms and new heads and rebuilt them all. And I got them back just this last week, and I went to use them, and the mechanism here just doesn't lock. It doesn't work. I can't use it. It just doesn't work right. It like moves real good here, and then all of a sudden it's super tight and super hard to move. And she finally came yesterday and said that basically what happened is they have a new manufacturer from before, you know, back when I bought these ratchets, and so they make, all the parts are made from a different manufacturer, and they don't mate together. And so, I mean, I didn't really buy this ratchet, but I got a new one. So it's kind of a, you know, a new tool to me. It's brand new, new handle. She replaced this one, and my other two, she's having to replace them because they just don't mate up. Unfortunately, the other two, they're not going to be available until the middle of July. So that's a bummer. So, but I like it. I mean, you know, I like this ratchet. I use it all the time just because of its size. However, if I didn't have this ratchet and I was going to go buy one, I would buy this kind right here from Snap-on with this style handle. I like this one better. I've got this one here. It's a flex head, and this is a flex head. Now these are the two best ratchets I own for their size. This one here, I could put so much torque on this just because of how beefy it is. So had I not had this, I would have bought this exact same ratchet in this style here. But I've had it for a long time, so hey, brand new ratchet, new tool, new handle, feels good. It's not all worn out. The other one was all worn out and messed up. I'd had it for a long time. The next thing I got, now this one's gonna be pretty nice because it's all metal right here. It's a little, just for razor blades. This works really good for timing covers where you're trying to hold like a razor blade to scrape the silicone. That makes it really difficult. And then you're always afraid that, you know, as you're trying to, you know, move the razor blade, it gets stuck on the edges of the metal, and then you're afraid that it's gonna slip and cut you. And so this is really nice. Plus it's really small and it's compact. It's got a nice little angle. It's got about the perfect angle. It's got a metal screw here. I've had many of these different types of razor blade holders, and they're all plastic and they break and they don't work worth a crap. So this one here, I've done 2 timing covers on Toyotas in the past, I don't know, week and a half. So it's been really nice. I really like this. So the next thing I bought was, this was in the catalog. I got kind of lucky. Last week she came by, looked in the catalog. I was super busy. And finally I looked in there real quick and I saw these, and I was like, oh man, I want to get those. And I looked and she was driving away. I was like, oh crap. So I went to go test drive a Duramax, and I did a fuel filter on, and she was right around the corner. So I was able to pull over real quick and tell her to order them. So I just got them yesterday. Haven't had a chance to use them. Now I've never had any sort of hose pinch off pliers before. Just never bought them. But I like these because not only are they hose pinch off pliers, but they're angled. So they work in places where a straight one wouldn't work. So this is the smallest one here. This one looks like it opens up about 1 inch or so. And you know, this one here, it looks big, but you know, it's not as big as I was hoping. I guess if I pinch the radiator hose in my hand, I could probably get this onto a radiator hose and pinch it off. But it's plastic, so it's not going to cut the hoses. So there we go, right there. New tool to me, or new tool period. Plastic, 90-degree hose pinch off pliers. Or pinch off, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. So now the next tool I'm going to show you isn't a great tool. So I've had these hose clamp pliers right here for a really long time. And one of the problems I've always had is that even when you bring it, so right now it's in the furthest point that it could be, and you can still pinch it a little bit more. So you see that? A little bit more. But this is as far as it pinches. So even when I go with the extra right there, it's still not enough to pinch off hose clamps, a lot of hose clamps properly where you can get the hose off. My hose clamp pliers were broken for a long time, and I made a comment on Instagram about it, and because she wasn't going to be able to warranty them. She said that they don't warranty the handle, they only warranty the cable. And so I was kind of stuck, and what happened is this mechanism one day just blew up. It just popped off, spring blew away and everything. So I was able to tighten this down and use it by hand. It just didn't have the spring action. So my good friends at Mayhew Tools messaged me and said, hey, we heard you're in the market for some new hose clamp pliers. Let us know which ones you like. So I looked in the catalog, and they have like 4 different ones, I think. And I found these. I like these a lot. And but one of the things that I really like about this is, look at that. So I know it's not hard to remember what these look like, but you can see the difference between the two. So these are going to pinch down the hose clamps as far as I need them to pinch, and I'm going to be able to maneuver the hose and get it off. And so even when it's in its full rest position, I like it. It's got a nice, the mechanism is right here. It's got a really nice feel to it. Plus that spring, I mean, look at that spring compared to the Matco spring. I mean, there's the Matco spring. That's all it is. It's one little piece of metal, basically, and this is a spiral. So I like this better. Locks down. So these here, these are going to be the money for me. I like these. Thank you, Mayhew Tools. I can't wait to use them. They're still brand new. I haven't had any hose clamps to take off yet. They go in droves. You know, you get a whole bunch of stuff, and then you don't get anything for a while. So my last tool that I have is from Ulcer Tools. Now, I've never had a great set of crescent wrenches, adjustable wrenches, whatever you want to call it. So I got this set right here, all right? These adjustable wrenches, 4-piece set. Now, I really like these. So this is what I had before, just a generic, cheap one. And what you notice is that the end here is super flimsy. So basically you set it to where you want it, right? And then you turn it, and then you pull it out, and then you go to bring it back and it doesn't fit. And then you got to adjust this again, and you always get it wrong. You always turn it the wrong way, so it's kind of a pain. Now these do not feel that way. These barely move at all, okay? These are super, the feel of these is awesome. I love the way they feel. The handle is like a perfect size for my hand. Look at that. And I don't have small hands. I don't have extremely large hands either, but and so I love that it's not too big, it's not too small, and it'll give you some really nice leverage with these. So this is what they look like. Now the other thing that I like is I haven't bought any adjustable wrenches in a really long time, but what I love about all the adjustable wrenches now is that they have the size on there, so it kind of shows you. And now we check this, we check the size, and these measurements are perfect. They're exactly perfect. We checked them out with a wrench to see what they measured out at, and they measure out to the exact perfect size that it says it is. So this one here goes to 1.5 inches. That's a 12-inch wrench. This is a 10-inch wrench, and this one goes to 1 inch. No, this one goes to 1 inch, and this one goes to 1.25 inches. 8-inch wrench, and this one goes to 1 inch, I believe, maybe a little bit over 1 inch. I don't know if it doesn't really tell you what the sizes that they go to, so I'm guessing that this goes to about 1.1 inches right here. And then the last one is a small one, and this one goes to, looks like maybe 1 inch. Yeah, 1 inch on this one. And this is a 6-inch wrench. So I mean, for a 6-inch wrench, I mean, that thing opens up 1 inch. That's pretty big. So I don't know what, I mean, you can see the comparable size. I mean, look at how much thicker these are. The handle, look at the handle. So much better, so much thicker. And even the smallest one has a great feel to it. I like it. So I love the way that these feel. I can't wait to put these things to use right here. Thank you, Olsa Tools. I'm really looking forward to using these. I feel like they're gonna do some work. And that is my tool haul for this week, what I have picked up. So I hope you enjoyed my tool haul. I'll definitely be putting some links in the description down below right here. Don't forget, these hose clamp pliers are the ones you want. These are the Mayhew tools. I believe they're the Pro. So this thing here was super cheap. This was like on the way out of the truck. She said she sells these all the time. This one here, really nice. So hope you enjoyed my tool haul, and thank you for watching the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell. You get notified of all my future content, which you're definitely going to want to see. Also, check me out on Instagram at Nuts and Bolts with Tone for the daily life as a mechanic. Show you these tools in action, and see you next time.